Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Dorian, Thompson-Robinson, DTR, Part 2, fired up. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. So this video is a preview of what will be available over on the Quarterback School Patreon community this week. The entire video, full game. This video is actually a preview of just the first half. I really enjoyed this game. DTR improvement, quarterback play, but also the scheme. Maybe I'm just sleeping on UCLA and the scheme that Coach Kelly's running over there, but I had a blast breaking this thing down. Think you will dig that. So get over there, check that out. Drops this week on the Quarterback School Patreon community. As for this one, let's get it going. DTR Part 2, little preview for the Patreon community. Mesh right out the gate, 3rd and 8-ish. We get some protection issues. Great job bailing, really trying to salvage a play that's got all sorts of structural issues. And we're really going to spend some time talking about this one because they run it a few more times. And really the pass pro is the issue more than anything else. Love the fact that DTR is able to buy a little time, find a completion. So what exactly is going on here? So let's really dig into the scheme here because the scheme is a bit of an issue for me. So we're coming across here. We are going to, what I'm used to calling a rail, wheel, bullet, whatever you want to say here. This is usually the first read, the back out the backfield. We're going to get a deep hook over the ball, and we're going to get mesh. Right here, the motion runner is going in motion, little switch release. I love that. And then kind of hook in, curl, find some space. So how is this normally read? This is normally read, this rail, wheel 1, usually this mesh 2, and then this deep hook 3. And if you're playing 7-on-7, work that in, post curl, whatever, on the far side. Now the problem with this play, besides for the fact that the blue drawing doesn't look great here, let's try it in black, is that the hots here are a little tough. What do I mean by that? Is that these mesh runners, depending on if you teach mesh to be hot, which I'm not certified, but I've been places that do that. But where exactly are you supposed to get this hot here? We get this motion, come in here and find this little in. I personally have played this bullet rail wheel hot before, and I like that. That's how I prefer it. So you put it on him kind of right behind the line of scrimmage. If not, you can kind of hit this mesh hot occasionally, but you can get into trouble, especially if you are playing any sort of cloud corner. So this cloud corner makes this rail wheel bullet really difficult. You really need, just philosophically here, a cloud corner or a 2 trap where you're going to be hot off an unblocked player to this side with a rolled up corner. You almost always need some element of a vertical hot. So right here, they have this deep hook, maybe, but I think the better one is probably let that deep hook clear and then hit this mesh in here hot. Now again, how they work their hots, how they work their protections, I'm just guessing. But there needs to be a hot throw built into this concept for it to be successful. And even then, it might not be a first down. We'll talk about the pass pro on the back end. So check the rail out. No, you got a free runner. Like, what are you supposed to do? Where's he supposed to go with the ball? No one's looking. No one is looking hot. So either the system and structure of the play lets him down, the design of it, but that will never have a chance. If anything, DTR does a nice job here buying enough time to not have this thing be a disaster, end up getting a completion. So pass pro wise, what's going on here? Almost guarantee in 5-person protection, you get this type of look where what type of look I'm talking about here is when the center is covered up, you're almost always going to get some iteration of a 5-0 call. So it's going to be here, fan out to the 2 most dangerous over here. Now, what ends up happening? They bring this, we need a squeeze, they bring 3 to a side, and we're hot. You just have to know what the call is, where they're going, but then he does a great job here. You bail and you try to find a completion. Now, I would challenge that the design of this play is not great because there aren't any good hot options. So potentially changing the protection, potentially changing the design of the play, but where are you supposed to go? The center is going, blocking that 0. Now they could potentially fall into it, but that would be really difficult for that left tackle. Again, I just don't know where to go with the ball. Maybe, who is that, 23, should look, but he gets hit with that edge pressure from 99. I just don't know. Either way, really nice job bailing, having the arm strength to be able to make that throw. Okay. Punt. Next one. Let's run it back, the exact same play. So I'm not going to draw it up. This is literally the exact same play the next series. We have a different pass pro issue, but the same result. Free runner. This is literally the same play, same game, same quarter, next series. That's a cloud corner. What are you supposed to do? Now, this is as good as it gets because I don't know if I have the courage to play this play like that. He throws basically the deep hook, that middle hook, with the free runner in the C gap. And that's not a DB. That's a big dude. Just really impressive. Patience, courage, base, strength. I mean, look. What? This is a ridiculous play. Check his base out here. He goes from trying to looks like he's going to go to the left hot. No. Back to the middle hook. I mean, look when he lets this thing go. He goes to throw this thing right there. I mean, whew. That's a thing of beauty. It really is. And, you know, I'm not sure I would want to live in this world very often. Again, you know, I would really challenge the structure of this play design here to give me some better hot options, bro. Like, I got to have better options than this. We can't be bailing away on this play every other time. But that is a great executed play from the quarterback position. It's the same thing. You can see the center. Looks like he's going to the inside linebacker to the right. So depending on the pass pro, and again, this is why pass protection's so important. Know a good course. So if they are going, let's say here, he's setting here. We now, if any two to this side come, so of these three, if two of them, if more than two of them come, so we're going to get a squeeze here from this left tackle. He's going to take the inside B gap. And our free runner, we want to come from the widest gap. There it is, C gap. They block this thing correctly, it looks like. But again, where is the hot throw? The plan can't be to do this. Again, and that's operating under the assumption that they're going to the right inside linebacker. If they're not, then the left tackle, well, they are. I mean, the footwork here from DTR is, I think, what the most impressive for me. Not that I would love to see him get lined up a little bit better to throw to the left consistently in this game, but right here, the ability to go from that position to then moving away and having the strength to put your foot in the ground and rip that throw on a free runner, just really impressive. No, I mean, a lot of trust, a lot of arm strength, a lot of torque, lots of stuff to like. Another one right here, really liked. Again, free runner. I mean, come on, give me a chance. This time they hit us with a similar look, really the exact same look. Love the fact that he's able to bail to his right and throw this hot. Now, I think he can make it life a little bit easier on himself to be able to open up to the left a little bit earlier. Again, to me, he's closed. See how his feet are kind of like down the hash, if anything, to the right of the hash. Just get to that position at the top of the drop as opposed to having to go there, that last one. So potentially maybe opening to the left, you know, if they give him the flexibility to do that. But man, so pass pro again. Let's see exactly where the center's going. The center's going to the right inside linebacker. It's literally the exact same pass protection. So again, you know, it's frustrating to see guys to say, well, you know, what's going on? We got free runners all over the place. Yeah, we do. Right here, these three are going to these three to start. There's a guy with his hand down. There it is. So if any of these two come, we're good. If three of these guys come, it's on the quarterback. And what you want to do, these offensive linemen are all going to protect the inside gap. So he's going to squeeze this thing. And our free runner is literally the exact same thing. So if anything, maybe just open up those feet a little bit better. Make this a little bit easier for yourself. But man, this is a nice play regardless. I'm being super nitpicky. I mean, getting smoked again. Really nice torque, upper body strength. Boom. It's a nice ball. That's great execution. That's a hot throw. That's having a hot answer. But again, I mean, come on. Mix in a 7-person protection. Help us out. I love the fact in this game, the design of this game, I really, really enjoyed the entire game. Love what they do with their tight ends, their run game. Lots of stuff to really like. Right here is an example of kind of an exotic formation. They're trying to go really quickly. We get the numbers that we want to throw this screen. He does a nice job. Grip it, rip it, give him a good throw, and it's a touchdown. So this is certainly, you know, I'm going to bash the structure of some of the hots. I'm going to also promote some of the pretty cool play design. And there's a lot of really cool play design in this entire game. To me, he's eligible, he's eligible, he's eligible, he's eligible. This tight end is not eligible. This, what looks like a tight end, is also not eligible. This looks like a tackle to me. I'm not going to go through the roster to figure it out. This is a pretty unique formation. You don't see this very often. And they're going fast, and they're only running 2 guys out here. So that's an easy read. Little RSO, run screen option. It's just a really nice designed play. Great execution, catch and throw. It's definitely easier to your left, but you still got to go out there and execute it. Nice little burst too. Again, love how fast it is. Grip it, rip it. Good things happen. But again, some really cool design in the RPO, RSO, quarterback run game. Now look at this. It looks like they're in almost 14 personnel. Come up, little flat, pick, make one guy miss, touchdown. Again, you got to be able to make the throws that are there to be made. Does a nice job right here. Again, to me, this is a hot. We'll talk about having hot answers, whether he knows he's hot or the ability to get it out of his hand with enough time. We'll see the universal full slide signal from the offensive line. Love the design here. Just this little thing where it goes from pistol to now 4 eligibles to the strong side. So this is really a 1x4. We're getting that back in the flat. Now it helps when the number 1 receiver just barrels over, looks like the edge defender, 31. But you're still going to make that play. And again, he is hot again. So what's going on pass pro wise? You can see that, look at the center. Okay, for all you defensive guys trying to cheat watching this. See the right guard? See the right tackle? That I'm going to guarantee is universal. We're sliding to the left. Might as well just yell it out. Okay, we are going to the left. Full slide to the left. There it is. So if anybody comes off the right, the offensive right, meaning that anybody comes in this gap or wider, it's the quarterback. So the offensive line is taking this, the left tackle is taking this gap to the Gatorade. Gap, 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 gap. So right here, we get number 6 coming off the edge to our left. We got to have a plan. What is that plan? Let's throw a touchdown to the flat. I love it. Now we have answers to their pressure. Go out there, execute. And again, you can see that just in just this small video that I'm showing here, the preview, you can see how they're going super spread, empty, to really condensed, tight, throwing, running, taking advantage of exotic formations, big game. Love it. Now, little pick right here. So again, I'm going to tell you the stuff that I really like and kind of pull back some of the things that I think are an issue. To me, this is a very, very difficult play to ask a quarterback to do. Now, I still think it's on the quarterback to make the final decision, but when you are asking a quarterback to do what I'm going to call a first level RPO, and it might not be designed to be that, but that's what it ends up being, you either got to give your quarterback the toolkit to get out of it, or you can't design it. So what do I mean by first level RPO? I mean that the guy we are reading right here, the design of this thing, they do this a few times in this game where this tear, fast motion, come out here and throw this thing if they have the numbers. We've already seen a version of it for the touchdown when they came out in the exotic formation. But what this play really is he's going to bluff like he's going to block for that swing screen, and then he's coming in here. And the window is there. There's a big window in here to throw this. But for me, it's difficult when it's what I'm going to consider a first level RPO, meaning he's at the line of scrimmage. Now, maybe he's not always at the line of scrimmage. Maybe this is supposed to be a C gap defender who's got his hand on the ground. But even then, it's difficult to throw any sort of what I'm going to call like a delay slant. So he's going to bluff and then come in here. Well, usually when you're reading first level RPO defenders, conflict defenders, it's more triple option-y, meaning that it's going to be kind of now screens, bubbles, that type of triple option, original RSO type stuff. When you do this, these guys are really good athletes, and they kind of fall into it, in my opinion here, the fact that this isn't a defensive lineman in the C gap, and this looks like a DB type or linebacker type, a more athletic guy. But you can see him surfing the C gap. You can see that lane that the number 2 slant is going to come into. It's certainly there, but it's a weird feeling for the quarterback to ride this thing out, make the decision, okay, but now hold on to it because guys aren't pass protecting. You can see the B gap defender down here to the bottom of the screen. He's running at the quarterback right there. If he holds it again, he might get, there's going to be a collision. So you're kind of taught, you have this time clock in your head. So it's certainly there on the delay slant, but whose fault is this? You know, is it the design of the play? Is it on the quarterback? It's probably all of the above. It's also a really nice play by that guy. But man, you know, it's one of those things where we're getting a little too cute. Again, you can see 21, right? He's a C-gap defender. And I'm going to guess that's pretty rare. I don't know what USC's base is, but he looks like a little guy. He's surfing the C-gap. I mean, it hits him right in the face. So I'm certainly, there's an element of it that's on the quarterback, but I think that, you know, to paint the full picture, you got to understand the structure where they're trying to stress that defense. But a turnover is a turnover. Next one here, again, 12 personnel, old school. Love this run. Love the design quarterback runs in this. It certainly shows off DTR's burst. He's got a great stride out here. They run a version of this a number of times, what I'm going to call belly C. You know, whether you call it down G, belly down C, whatever it is, they use the center a lot. They use the guard tackle sometimes on some of these things. So they've been running a lot of what I'm going to call belly C, where they just hand it to the back here. So now instead of handing it to the back, so to me, and we'll talk about it from the back end, it will be better. Instead of handing it to him, now you get a lead blocker with the back. So imagine that we handed the ball to the back. It's a good game, right? 5+ yards. But now we fake, we're going to hand it, influence that handoff, and then run. So now we get a lead blocker, and it turns a nice gain into a very good run. Really nice job. So again, most of these kind of down belly G, belly C type plays are going to be all kind of gap down backer plays where we're going down. There's nobody there. We're climbing. Down, we're right there. Down, we're right there. And now we're kicking the end man on the line of scrimmage. We're leading through to 8, and we've got everybody blocked here. This is a great look. Again, quarterback-wise, things to pay attention to, ball handling. He's going to fake like he's going to hand it off, and then he's just going to keep going. I'm going to guess that this is just the same run call for them, just with some sort of tag that now the back is the lead blocker. A little influence ball handling. You can see him extend it out, and then go. Nice job. The only thing I will add, and really this is for all quarterbacks, I've seen too many people get hurt in the white. So be really careful about slowing down at all, let alone on the field for sure. But I tell people even in the white, just get through the white all the way to the tarp or to the next color, because it just gets me really nervous when guys roll up like that on people. He's certainly a good enough athlete to jump over him, but not everybody is. Next one here, probably my favorite throw of the first half. Not there, not there. We have a blown pass pro assignment. Get out on the edge, full speed. Again, showing his out of structure, off platform. Every in vogue phrase you can say nowadays in the quarterback world. But again, center right here, to me, takes an L. Center looks like he's going. They're sliding to 10. The right guard in the center can't work out the little twist game. Be nice if the left guard was able to close the door on that coming back when 93 leaves to go to the C gap, but that's asking a lot. That left guard needs to get more depth to be able to do that, O-line school. But this, quarterback-wise, pure athleticism, Get out of there. Boom. And then look at the stride out. And I think that's the thing about the athleticism, the running ability. It's the stride. He covers a lot of ground. Boom, 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 boom. Then gets downhill, makes a really nice throw, put it on the guy, is able to get in there. Love the celebration too. Check the celebration out back there on the 20. He's geeked up. Means a lot. I love to see that type of stuff from the quarterback position. Again, this is just a variation of mesh. To me, this is just mesh with a variation of smash up top. We get a little flat from the number 3, a corner from the point. Read that to the mesh. It's not there. We don't even get a chance to get to it, to be honest with you. Scramble drill, outside the hash. Love it. And really, it's all him. This whole play is him here right before half, a little 2-minute opportunity to get in there and score. But again, the ability to make these types of plays is just the norm at the quarterback position nowadays. I mean, this is a linebacker from USC. Free run. Just the quarterback mechanics here. 2 hands on the ball, up in the pocket, rip, break an arm tackle, and accelerate. Get free, keep your eyes downfield, make a throw going to your left. Beautiful. Right before half, moving the rock. So good. Next one here is the touchdown. 3rd down and 9. Again, this play should look familiar. You should know, everybody in the stadium should know what's coming here. The only difference is they don't run mesh. They run kind of this like return mesh where they fake the mesh and then come out of it. Ooh, look at that. Okay, crazy with the design. We've already seen basically the same play 3 times here in the first half. Now again, nice job with the touchdown pass, good vision. I still think that he could make life easier on himself. Oh, anybody see the offensive line call there? Just giving away all the, we're going left. I still think he could make life easier by being set up to go to the left, and it's not a great shot here from the back end because we got the defensive point of view. Also love the right tackle here. So the right tackle's got number 4. He drops, go close the door. Boom! Like it even more if he was lower, right in the ribs. That's a really nice ball. The accuracy from DTR there really makes this play. See if we can see from the back end. I just think it definitely shows up in the full game. To me, you see his feet right there? Like he's trying to go down the hash there with his feet. I think that life could be just a bit easier for him and more consistent throwing the ball, especially to his left, just by being lined up at the top of the drop. So right there, he looks like he's lined up right down the hash, right? So watch his feet have to kind of move to get lined up to throw to the left. And that's super nitpicky, but I think that that's something that would make it even more efficient from the pocket. Finally, I mean, it's the exact same play, right? It's just mesh without the mesh. The same spacing is the same motion is the same. But now we slide into the pressure. It's almost the exact same pressure as that first one. We slide into the pressure. It's blocked up. Yes, please. Now, it's not the same defense. It's some, red area, goal line, picket fence type thing. But that's a beautiful ball right on the money, and that allows him to make a move. It's really the accuracy from DTR that allows him to catch this thing with some momentum and score. To be able to throw that ball on a 3rd and 9. Love it. So that is a wrap. DTR Part 2. If you're interested in the entire video, hop over to the Quarterback School Patreon community. Lots to like over there. Long form stuff. What it's like to be in an NFL quarterback room. Fired up to share it. Again, I appreciate the support. Thanks for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.